EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's McGee. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Harden. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 15. 51 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down throw for Purdy. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wagner. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Flushed out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is giving the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, it came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Rudin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Harden, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Let's go now. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Okay, break. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Harden. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he's stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And it's zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 26 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
49ers 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Harden, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Dragon 60. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wagner, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Purdy from the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, Harden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 148 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Let's go now.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, Harden. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside. 15-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
49ers 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 164 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Third.
On 2nd down, Harden. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. This is 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Bronco.